You failed, Your Highness. I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
Hello YouTube, this is Luke V2 Lightsaber. Back in June 2020, I attempted to write a satirical article titled J.J. Abrams Reboots America. I tried sending it to several online satirical publications with no success. I only heard back from one editor. He liked my idea, but wasn't a fan of the execution. He thought I was too concerned about making fun of Abrams' filmography and needed to focus more on the US government aspect. Anyway, since it's never going to see the light of day anywhere else, I decided to share it with you all. The idea that America needs to be rebooted will seemingly live on and unfortunately be timeless. But I digress. Here's the story. Breaking news out of Washington, J.J. Abrams tapped to reboot America. In his stunning bipartisan move from both Senate and House leaders, Hollywood writer, producer, director extraordinaire J.J. Abrams has announced he has been called upon to reboot the United States of America. Abrams, the director of huge blockbusters such as 2015 Star Wars The Force Awakens and 2009 Star Trek, has been known to revive many film franchises over the years. Abrams was asked by congressional leaders that he and his production company's team of writers, Bad Robot, would be responsible for the formation of the third government in American history. The George Floyd protests due to police brutality, COVID-19, and the extreme divisiveness of today's America have all been cited by political leaders all around the country as the need for a new constitution. "I'm just as surprised as you are," said the humble Abrams, in response to being contacted by both Democrats and Republicans. Representative Ocasio-Cortez was the first one to contact me, followed by Senator Rand Paul. Somehow, the congressmen and women have agreed that the best way to get past all the divisions and mistakes in this country is to reboot it. And I told them, I'm your guy. Abrams has a record of great success through his film career. He made his directorial debut with the hugely successful and not at all derivative Mission Impossible 3. What followed was a string of blockbusters: the Godzilla-less monster film Cloverfield, Super 8, alternatively titled Close Encounters of Stand By the E.T. Goonies, and another film based on previously established characters Star Trek and the Wrath of Khan remake Star Trek Into Darkness. These achievements ultimately led to him continuing the Star Wars franchise. A New Hope Part 2, also known as The Force Awakens, and the cinematic triumph The Rise of Skywalker. Abrams will closely work with frequent collaborators Alex Kurtzman and Robert Orci. Kurtzman and Orci were behind the extremely original Star Trek Into Darkness, Ender's Game, and The Mummy, from 2017, that is. The beloved sequel, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, is perhaps their best collaboration. We really just looked at the immense originality that JJ started with and carried the torch, commented Kurtzman, who, like Abrams and Orci, have worked on many reboots and sequels. Now he passes it on to us. Between their great successes, especially with The Mummy, and mine shaping the Star Wars universe for the better, we're hoping we can continue to ride this hot streak, remarked Abrams. The potential of a new constitution isn't free from criticism. Area man Chris Davids says he has previously expressed hope in some Abrams projects, but came out very disappointed. "Here we go with another J.J. Abrams disaster," said Davids. "Bad Reboot is at it again. This country will be doomed for years." Many other public figures share his sentiments, including former President Barack Obama, who had some strong words. "History will not absolve the decision to tear down this institution. Our country and our government has had many problems, but I'm not convinced Mr. Abrams and his team are the best option to move us forward." However, former President Obama failed to offer any substantive solution. Unlike the former president, much of the country seemed optimistic about this new direction. Abrams, too, seems very optimistic, but characteristically coy on his new project. Alex Chris and the creative team have done a fantastic job so far shaping the foundations of our new country. It's really going to be the best United States of America greatest hits album. When asked about his long-term plan for the United States, JJ stated, "I'm sure we can figure it out at some point. If not, JJ always has the option to hand it off to somebody else." Luckily, he has some source material reference from the past couple hundred years and fits the racial and anatomic profile of most leaders before him, because that hasn't been all problematic.